September the 9th, 2011, Alan Johnson MP saw off an aid convoy of postal and telecommunication trade union members who are sailing from Hull on a humanitarian aid mission to deliver essential items to some of Eastern Europe's poorest children. Organised by the charity Communication Workers Union Humanitarian Aid, or CWUHA, and supported by Simpson Miller Solicitors, the 2011 mission to Bulgaria will haul wheelchairs, bespoke beds, cots, bedding, clothing, nappies, toiletries, medical equipment, toys and other sorely needed supplies to some of the region's 20,000 orphan children and disabled adults. We've come to the union's headquarters to see off Chris Bennett and Steve Fishwick, who are representing the CWU on the 3,500-mile trip.
Tony, big charity trip about to go off. Tell us where they're going and the involvement the union has.
Okay, this is CWHA, which is Communication Workers Humanitarian Aid. They're off to Bulgaria. Communication Workers Humanitarian Aid is a charity supported by the Communication Workers Union. This trip is going to Sofia to help underprivileged children, underprivileged adults, particularly in and around the Sofia area.
So the orphanages, the adult care centres, is that where you're going?
Yeah, it's a trip basically to deliver aid, food, and in this case, a large number of beds. We're led to believe from trips that we've taken previously and from evidence that we've gathered that that we've got young children, babies indeed, sleeping in wooden cots in very cramped conditions, which we don't think is good. So this is an opportunity for the charity to go and deliver some much needed equipment for those people.
How did you raise the money? I mean, people behind us, were they giving? Did a bucket go around the building? Are you getting money from the companies that you're aligned with? How does it all come together?
It is a year-round continual organisation run by one of our regional secretaries, Carl Webb, assisted by other people in the Northwest region and around the country. So drivers volunteer their time, members of staff here have volunteered their time. We have had collections around the building. The CWU donates itself. My understanding is that through friends and family and throughout the union, so far, just cash on this trip has raised over £13,000, as well as the donations that we've received from major companies, Royal Mail and BT support the activity that's going on. As
well as all the time you give, of course. Now, you're going on the first leg of this journey, aren't you? You're going up to Hull.
I'm going up to Hull to wave them off with Alan Johnson. I couldn't quite commit to the time to 3 weeks away to go over there, but I mean, in spirit, the CWU is with these people all the way.
Yeah, and loads of CW members giving their time and off for 3 weeks. But it's gonna be hard, isn't it? It's gonna pack an emotional punch.
Absolutely. People come back and I've talked to people who've been on trips previously and go back. It's a life-changing experience, particularly to see the depth of poverty that they experience and witness when they're on these trips, and the ability to be able to lend a helping hand. And I just think in times when, if you like, generally trade unions are given a bad press, this shows the positive side that unions working together with the charity within that's closely associated with the union, a good message we can give. This is the type of thing that we're really supportive of.
Well, good luck with it. Good luck to you, good luck to them, and we'll catch up with you when they get back and find out how it's gone.
Thank you.
Chris and Steve, you're about to get in that van behind you and drive to Bulgaria, Sofia. I know that you've done this before. It was some years ago. Tell me what's happening.
Well, I haven't been since 96, 97. I went 3 times in quick succession. And I got coerced into going again to celebrate the President, Ted Steady's final convoy, potentially. So I was asked to go, and we'll travel to Sofia and then travel to a number of institutions in and around that area.
And the institutions are mainly orphanages?
Both orphanages and adult centres, taking a range of aid and supplies, obviously children's clothing, and then stuff like wheelchairs, Zimmer frames. There really is a full range of stuff on this occasion.
And a van packed full with stuff. Of course, now, taking Chris with you, never been before. What are your feelings about this exciting trip?
Well, it is exciting. I think when you actually look at what the work the CWHA have been doing in conjunction with its other partners, Irish Post, CWU in Ireland, BT, Royal Mail, Simpson Miller, and over the years, it's quite inspirational what they've done. Steve went away on holiday thinking that, well, we need to raise about £6,000 to buy clothing, toiletries, domestic cleaning products, and by then it had moved forward that we had this request for beds and mattresses, and what made us think about it was they were asked for a specific size, not your standard size. And when we inquired more, we found out that we had children in an orphanage aged between 3 to 7 years of age, sleeping in wooden boxes on floors, not the most hygienic conditions.
No, so this trip makes a real
absolutely.
difference.
This, you know, we hope this, you know, this will add to the legacy of what CWHA is about. This is, you know, it's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of people at headquarters, you know, and as I say, you know, I mean, a friend of mine has a great quote saying, when you have a voice, you know, you should use that voice to make a difference. And really, you know, like with everyone here, we have made a difference in bringing some better, you know, higher quality of life to the people, these poor kids in this orphanage.
And how do you think you're going to cope with it when you get there? Because, of course, you've been before, you've experienced the emotions that come with driving to a place and seeing the dreadful conditions and knowing you've made a difference. What do you remember from going in '97 and how you coped with seeing?
I don't think, if I'm perfectly honest, any preparation you get will prepare you adequately for what you face on that day when you get there.
Sure.
And we'll obviously talk about it along the way, but it's be ready for anything. You can't explain it, honestly.
I think you're right about that, and I think you're going to face a test. I know you're a big, strong man, but I can see the emotion. It's already there, isn't it?
It is an emotional journey, I think, and when you actually get involved in something like this, you know, it is for the greater good. And as I say, it's been wonderful the support we've received from our colleagues at headquarters. The London region branches have been absolutely marvellous to us in helping us. Really, I mean, we set out with a figure of around about 14,500, and I think at the last count we're up to around £13,000 that we've raised towards this. So we're only a short way off from making a target, which is a phenomenal achievement for, say, the staff at headquarters, our colleagues out in the field, and the union in general, and the CWHA, and all the other colleagues that are going on that convoy, who are actually. We left colleagues this morning are already on their way to Hull with a vehicle loaded out with clothing, food, just the general basics of life, and that's what it's all about. You can improve someone's quality of life, then you've left your little mark on a little piece of the world.
Well, the van's loaded, you're ready to go. Good luck, and I hope we catch up with you when you get back and find out how the trip went.
Lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Right, lovely. Thank you.
Over the last 16 years, CWHA has delivered around 500,000 tonnes of aid worth over 1 million to some of Europe's poorest countries. If you would like to get involved by showing your support or making a donation, please visit the CWHA website for more information.